Today I want to talk about why Debbie Schultz should be fired from the DNC chair. The reason for this is because I think that she is basically endorsing a candidate, not officially, but behind closed doors, she is making it seem as if she wants Hillary to be the nomination and not give a fair chance to Bernie Sanders and even Martin O'Malley, even though I think he should drop out of the race at this point in time because he is basically, I think he has like 3 or 4% of the of people who are in favor of him being elected. And I think that once you get to a certain point, you just need to drop out. But when it comes to Bernie Sanders and Hillary Clinton, she is scheduling debates in times where it's extremely inconvenient. Like she scheduled a debate during a major sports game. She schedules them on Sundays. And then in 2016, the amount of primary debates has even been lower than it has been in previous years. And with Hillary Clinton initially being the front runner in the Democratic Party's primary race, now it seems Bernie Sanders has overcome Hillary Clinton like Barack Obama did back in 2008. It seems as if she's basically saying that, hey, well, we want Hillary to win. We're not going to listen to the American people. And I don't see why she is still in charge of the DNC, and it's just been shown how biased she is. And I think that a lot of the big businesses in this country do not want Bernie Sanders to be elected. I mean, you look at CNN, which I consider Clinton News Network, because they're basically headlining headlines that are it's like they're always attacking Bernie, but anytime that Hillary has a headline is always nice and beneficial to her. I mean, stuff like just recently at the recent town hall where they were asked like, "Do you want to raise taxes?" And Bernie Sanders says, "Yeah, I want to raise taxes, but it's going to save you money since if you don't have to pay for private insurance, let's say your private insurance bills per year is $5,000." And then you don't have to pay that no more, but you'll have a tax increase of $2,000. So you might be saving, let's say, a net of like $3,000. But then the CNN headlines were like, Bernie Sanders wants to raise your taxes, and it's just so disingenuous. But it's like you can only lie and try to mislead until it gets to a point where people will see through the bullshit, and then and then they know who the right candidate is, because you can only throw so much money into, actually pretty much you can give as much as you want, thanks to citizens wherever that bill was. I actually forget the name of it. Oh, Citizens United, that's what it was. And basically meaning that you can give as much money to a certain political or a politician's campaign as possible. And I think that's wrong also. And Bernie Sanders, I just think, is the most viable candidate. I think that on most issues, he's right. He's correct. Like deregulation is what crashed our economy in 2008. And the Republicans, they want to go back to that. They want to go back to a point where the big banks can just run amok and do whatever the fuck they want to do, sell people faulty subprime mortgages that crashed our economy. All this speculative investing. I mean, when people say that it's going to be bad if he breaks up the big banks, there's another time in history when there was a company called Standard Oil. And basically, Standard Oil was they had what's called horizontal and vertical integration into a certain market, and they controlled basically getting the oil out of the ground, and then they controlled the refineries or the distribution, and they also controlled like the gas stations or whatever. And eventually Standard Oil got to a point where it was so big that our government came in and broke it up, and then you see now, the children of Standard Oil, or the company that came after us, Standard Oil, are Exxon, Sunco, Chevron. Basically, every oil company except like BP is what came out of Standard Oil. So when you have banks that are too big to fail, then that's how the economy crashes. So that's all I have to say. Thanks for watching. Feel the burn. Subscribe, like, comment, and have a nice day.